So if we're going to speak the helpful truth, we have to know what helpful is. And helpful is that which moves us towards what we need, which requires that we know what we need as distinct from what it is that we want, having recognized that oftentimes what we want is not the same as, and sometimes even the opposite of what it is we actually need. And at some point, we're going to have to act. We're going to have to do something that actually moves us towards what we need. And so we tend to be focused on strategies. I just need to is a strategy. This is how I need to act. So we definitely want to have that in mind. But sometimes we're going to pick a strategy before we know what it is we're actually trying to create. We just, oh, this is the right thing to do. We have a sort of a template in our head. This is like, I'm not going to let that guy push me around, so I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. I need to tell him what's going on. Right? I need to set him straight. I need to set a boundary. There are various things we need to do, which may not, in fact, create what we need. The distinction between what I want and what I need is the distinction between something really concrete and something that is actually unapproachable. A need, at least as I'm talking about it here, is an asymptote. It's a limit that we can only approach, but we never actually get there. But we want to know what is that thing we're moving towards, because if I don't see it, I'm likely to not be moving towards it. So the question underlying what it is that I need is if I got that, what would that get me? You know? So I need a pizza. What do I need a pizza for? I need nourishment, right? I'm hungry. My blood sugar's down. Okay, so what I need is nourishment. I need something that's going to enrich my body. No, I need a pizza because I'm feeling empty. And emotionally, I can't fill it up. So physically, I'm going to fill myself up. It's a very different need. Or I get friends coming over and I want to be a good host. So I need a pizza because I know they're all going to like that. Because what I'm looking for is the quality of showing up as a good host. Very different qualities that we're looking to create, all oriented to the same strategy. But sometimes the strategy that I have in mind is actually going to move me away from what it is that I need. I had guys in my aggressive offender group who would come in and, they were upset because their girlfriend was mad at them. And one guy would say, well, you should send her flowers. Women love flowers, send her flowers. Now, if the problem is that she doesn't feel like he ever thinks of her when he's not around, when she's not with him, then sending her flowers is going to assure her that he's thinking of her. But if the problem in their relationship is he keeps coming over without diapers for the baby, and he's not financially giving them what they need, sending her flowers is actually going to make it worse because now he's spending money on flowers when the baby needs diapers. Okay. So in order to help us kind of look at what is deeper here, what's deeper than the strategy? If this strategy were to happen, what outcome would that create? What is the end point that I'm looking for? What's actually going to arise? And if that outcome were going to happen, what qualities would appear in our relationship? What is the quality that's missing? So ultimately, we want to get as close to or deep into the qualities that are missing, because that's what we want to have orienting our behavior. Now, as a bonus here, when we're in conflict with people, particularly around some shared urgency, we probably each have our own idea of what the best strategy would be. We typically argue about strategies. Certainly, we're going to see that happening in Congress. What we don't argue about is, well, we sometimes argue about outcomes, but we rarely argue about the qualities that we're looking for. What are the qualities that we're looking to create in our relationship? And if we can get the conversation to that point, to where we're looking at what it is that we both need, the quality that's missing for us, now we have a way forward. And we're going to talk a little bit about this in the next segment on how we speak, how we build a conversation around agreements. All right, hang on.